Well, happy Tuesday to you, Shenandoah Bible Baptist, and I'm so glad to come to you by way of Facebook here. And I've been doing this for many weeks, and I hope you've enjoyed each time that we've done so, just a little connection along the way during this COVID-19 thing. I was thinking about the book of Proverbs, chapter 13. There was a verse that stuck in my mind this morning, and it says, "Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life." And I thought about the word hope being deferred. The word defer means to delay. I don't know about you, but it's been delayed long enough for us to get back to church. We have hoped that this would not last as long as it has, but it has, and we've had to deal with that. And I hope that your hope has been steady in the anchor of the soul that we preached about many weeks ago. But the rest of that verse talks about, but when the desire cometh, a desire, something that you long for, something that you are hoping for. When it finally comes, the Bible says it is a tree of life. And you know, we're just around the corner now, just a few days from opening church back up. And I hope that that is the desire of your heart. And I hope that you'll follow that desire as well. You know, today is May the 19th. It was actually March 15, the last time that we had in-person services. And even that day was only about half the crowd. Obviously, everything with COVID was beginning to make the news, and there was a little fear, and a lot of folks just stayed home that day. It's been 9 Sundays that we've not been able to meet. And, you know, that's way too long to not be together. God intended for church to assemble, and for Christians to be together. And obviously we know that's biblical, but we also know that these last 9 weeks we've had to do what we've done. In fact, Dr. David Gibbs of the Christian Law Association made a statement on a webinar that I was listening to just recently, kind of preparing ourselves for our opening and making sure all the legal ramifications are in place. He made this statement, "Do the right thing the right way." Do the right thing the right way. And we want to do it the right way. We want to open up the right way. We want to be safe. We want to take into account this virus that is still alive and well, and folks are still being afflicted by this. And so we want to be careful in how we open up. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you some information right now, just very detailed information. Some of this I shared on Sunday, and some I'm going to give you a little more clarification about. Tomorrow evening, Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock, we're actually going to have a planning and procedure preparation meeting. Do you see I even alliterate my meetings, right? I get teased about that. There is a select group of people, our staff, some of our deacons, many of our safety team members. These folks have all been contacted, and they're going to meet tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, and we're going to just really have a mock run-through. We're going to make sure that everybody is in place where they need to be, from the parking lot all the way to the pew. And that way that when you come on Sunday, you are well cared for. And then most of those folks are going to stay for the Facebook Live service at 7 o'clock. So obviously that's just going to be normal. If you're at home at 7 o'clock, I hope that you will get on Facebook or YouTube and that you'll enjoy the Bible study together. So that'll be tomorrow. Now, making plans for Sunday. We opened this up kind of yesterday on Monday through the website. We need you to register. Now I'm afraid that some of you are a little fearful about this, and why are we having to do this? Because we're having to cap the number to be able to social distance in our sanctuary. We just need to know if you're planning to come or not. And so here's what I'm asking. Number one, I'm asking those of you who have internet, you're capable of going to the website and registering. We need you to do that. I know that we also have the option of calling in, but Mrs. MacArthur then would just have to take your name, and she'd have to go to the website and put your name in. So if you're capable of doing that, would you do that first, just to save a step for her? Now, if you don't have internet and you want to come on Sunday, then obviously you can call the church office, and just all we're asking for is your name and how many folks in your family will be coming. Because again, we're going to seat everybody by family, all right? Every other pew, and again, just to keep everybody safe there. If you are working on Sunday, meaning you're a part of the meeting tomorrow, you're going to be helping in the parking lot, or you're one of our staff, you don't need to register unless there are some of your family that is just going to be seated in the sanctuary. So again, if you're working, you don't need to register. We know you're going to be there, but you're not going to be seated in the sanctuary, taking up, kind of one of those spots. All right, so that's kind of how it is going to work. When you get here on Sunday, one of the safety team members is just going to have you a little half sheet of paper, and all it is going to have on there are the policies and procedures that we just want you to read it through. Again, we want to make sure that nobody is sick in your home, that you're not running a fever or temperature. We'll check that as you come in, but this is not going to be obtrusive, okay? I promise you that, but we do want you to be safe. So those are kind of some informational bits along the way. You'll hear me talk a little bit more about it on Wednesday, and then I'll have a Friday update there as well. Keep in mind, this Sunday is a 10:45 service only, meaning church, 10:45. We will have a second service at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's going to kind of be our evening service, but that is only for the families of the MCA graduates. And so again, and I would encourage, if you are a church member who has a graduate, why don't you not come to church at the 10:45 hour? Why don't you make your church service that 2 o'clock hour, be here for your graduate, and then of course just watch online at home. Okay, so I know that for the next few weeks we're going to have to just kind of get into the schedule. The following Sunday, May 31, we'll do a 9 o'clock service and an 11 o'clock service. That way, everybody who wants to come to a Sunday morning service will have the opportunity to do so. And then let me remind you that next Wednesday, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday, that's a day for seniors only, and that'll be a 10 o'clock service. We'll film that. We'll show it again Wednesday night at 7 o'clock online, but you can come and be a part of church and not have to really deal with the crowd. I hope that you know that we've put a lot of time and preparation into making church safe for you, and I want you to come. Obviously, we want to get back to some normalcy, back to assembling again, and when the desire cometh, it'll be a tree of life. I promise you. I can't wait to see you. We have some special things planned for you. Even as you drive into the property, I don't want to tell you what it is. I want you to be surprised. We're welcoming you back home, Shenandoah Bible Baptist Church. All right, well, that's my Tuesday update. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you need something, give us a call at the church. If we can pray with you about something or help you in some way. But if not, we'll see you on Sunday, many of you, at 10:45. But please go online and register so we know you're coming. God bless.